Hello YouTube, and welcome to my forest. Fire decided to move slightly. Let's see if I can get it under control. Yeah, hi again. I'm out here in the forest. It's a fantastic day. And the weather is actually the reason I'm out here. I had some indoor chores to do today. But the weather is much too nice to be indoors today. It's a clear blue sky. It's just above freezing. We had frost last night, and almost no wind. I've been cutting up some oaks that fell last winter when we had a storm. And I've cut them up into lengths, and when I'm done with the pipe and the coffee, I'm going to try to move them out of here and pile them in a place where we can reach them or get them with a horse. I'm a bit worried because there are a few logs that are quite big. I'm not sure if she's strong enough to pull them, but I suppose if I'm strong enough to move them, she'll be strong enough to pull them. Otherwise I'll have to borrow ATV. I think that's what you call them, all-terrain vehicle. It's like a motorcycle with four wheels, with a small cart behind where you could put the logs and get them out and drive them out of here. I'd love to have a vehicle like that, but there's no well, we can't afford it. I suppose we could buy one, but if we saved up, but it would be the amount of money we'd have to put into it compared to the use we'll have with it is just too small. One of the neighbors has got one, and hopefully I can borrow his. Because we can't come in here with the tractor. The terrain won't allow it, or maybe most of all the trees. No. We'll get the wood out of here somehow. And I'm smoking brown Irish twist, and it's fantastic. It's got a clean tobacco taste, quite strong, but if you push it a little, there's a fudgy sort of sweetness to it, and yeah, it's really nice, but it takes a few relights, and you shouldn't, just because I have to relight all the time doesn't mean you have to if you smoke it. I always have to relight my pipe, no matter what I'm smoking in it. Now you probably can't see me, I'm behind the smoke. And it's a perfect tobacco for a day like this. Last week I got a comment on one of my videos, and it was a compliment, but I was called the hayseed, and I've never heard the expression before. When I read it, I sort of could guess what it meant, but I had to look it up to be sure. And most of the explanations I read, it sounded like it was a sort of negative word, but it was given as a compliment, and it was received as a compliment. I suppose it's one of those words that you sort of decide how you want to take it. I think redneck is another one. But yeah, to me it was a big compliment. And when I googled it, I found this picture. Isn't he cool? Sitting on his donkey with a huge corn cob, boots, cool hat. I mean, if he's a hayseed, I'll sign up any day. And the work I've got, the indoor work I've got waiting at home is I have to fix a place, arrange a place where we can keep two of our ewes. That's the female sheep. For a month, because we're getting a ram, so we want to get 4 of our sheep pregnant. I don't know if that's the correct term, but you know what I mean. But these two are a bit older, and we don't want to get lambs from them now, so we got to keep them separate. And we've got to make it so that the ram doesn't get into the place where we're keeping them. And sheep, especially if they've got their mindset of lovemaking, can really jump. So I have to make some special arrangements. And hopefully we'll get the ram on Wednesday, and he'll be with the sheep for maybe 6 weeks, and then hopefully his work is done, and we're going to thank him with a bullet in the back of the head, because we're not keeping him. He's going to slaughter after that. But that's the way it is. But when I get home today, before I do anything else, I've got 2 videos wait. I'm losing my English now. Waiting for me. I've mentioned before that I've fallen behind in watching videos, and one of those I haven't watched in a long time is Janus Pipe and Tobacco, and I discovered this morning that he went to Ireland this summer. And he made 2 videos. I think one is from Ireland, and the other one is about what he brought home with him. So I'm really looking forward to watching those. We went there last summer, and hopefully we'll go back, not next summer but the summer after that, because that's the year when I turn 50, and that would be the perfect present for me, going to Ireland. But we'll see if we manage to save enough money. It's really fantastic. I don't know if it's the tobacco or this place, or that I've done some labor, but it's tasting fantastic. But I've noticed when I smoke it, I have to take out the ash after a while that's on top, because it seems to suffocate the glow, or the embers that are beneath, and the pipe goes out. But if I take out the ash and relight it burns well again. Yeah, I'll stop here. Thanks for watching. Take care, and hope to see you soon again. Bye.